Hello. We're live. We did it. Woo! I just want to say thank you for 2,000 subscribers. This is what the live stream is for. And to ask me any questions that you want, personal, about manifestation, about the mind, anything. And let's just hang out and chat for a bit. So, pretty windy here in Christchurch, New Zealand. You might be able to hear it. But yeah, let's get into it. Hello, Jessica Webb. Hi, Steph. Thanks for coming. We did it. We did it. First live stream. Candy Summer. Hello, hello, hello. How exciting. How exciting. Is that, man, a giveaway? Give away my love. Woo! So, how's everyone doing? 1 a.m. stream, Doctor. Thank you for being here. JS, hi. Hello, hello. I just looked at the live time and it was 111. We're in the right place. JS, hi. Where's everyone from? So we got Norway. I know Steph's from Florida. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm still used to this, so I'm not sure. California, New York, amazing. Is there customization? One moment. Okay, no, that's good. Miami, Sydney, Australia. Woo! All over the world. How exciting. Miami. What's the weather like? New Plymouth. You're in New Zealand. Is New Plymouth New Zealand? Canada, Quebec. Northern Canada, Canada. Oh, that's exciting. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is cool. This is cool. Taranaki. Oh, so cool. There's some other New Zealand Kiwis on the page. Because looking at my analytics, it's like 39% USA, then UK, then India, which is quite interesting. Hi, everyone. Yeah, Taranaki. Sherry from the UK. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. Welcome. What time is it there? Have you got your wee puppy dog watching? Bedtime. I appreciate you showing up. Bedtime. I just woken up. Woke up and I was like, today's the day. Today's the day. Bedtime. Marja, Barrister, Love Heart. How do I say that? 7 p.m. Yes. UK is 1 hour behind Norway. So 12 a.m. lol. Lol, she's snoring. It's midnight. Thank you. Cute. I love when animals snore. Don't know why it's so cute. And they like run in their sleep. Marjika. Marji. So has anyone got any questions or anything they want to know about me or about where you're at with your awakening or manifestations? Ali Hager from Brisbane, Australia. Your channel is growing so quickly. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You've got a wonderful channel as well. I'm pretty sure I subscribed. And so keep it up. Keep going. And being grateful for others is the fastest way to attain things, I feel. Gratitude's the magnet. How many days did it take you to manifest the black cat? Wish you thank you. The black cat. So for me, just to see one, I think it was maybe 3 days, and I seen 2 separate black cats in that same day, and then it took, well, even the next day, to be honest, because I went and see my mum, and we went to the cattery, and there was cats everywhere, so it was like overload of cats. But it took just over 1 month for my mum, for I seen my mum, like I imagine that I was go to the house and I was petting the black cat, and it was a lovely cat, and mum was so happy. And for that to manifest was like 1 month, but my mum was also doing it as well. She created it. It was beautiful. So at least 30 days for her to have a beautiful black cat come into her life, and that cat is like a kiss from God. It's had like 3-4 separate homes, but it's just so loving and kind, and it comes and cuddles you and so it's actually got the same bright green eyes as the thumbnail to the video that we made, which is really funny. It's amazing how this works. But yeah, I'd say for me to see the cat a day to 3, even a week. There was a black cat out here outside my house, the neighbor's cat, just 2 days ago, which is funny. Bless you, thank you, and bless you. But yeah, YouTube's been really, really fun. It's amazing when you actually make the decision, you decide within yourself, I'm going to do this. I started on my Facebook page uploading Manifestation Mondays on Gareth Fleck's Sacred Healing. So I do a video a week. And then I was like, I'm just going to, once this house manifested, I was like, that was like the key, like the awakening within me. Like, this is like profound. Everyone needs to know more. And then I made the video. Question for sure. I'm subscribed recently, and I surely wanted to know, what was the first manifestation that proved to yourself that you were able to prove it to yourself? I reckon, so I had little ones, but the mind's always like, oh, that would have happened anyway. The $25,000 that came into my account through me transferring my KiwiSaver, which is like a retirement fund or first home grant. I had $37,000 in it, and I hadn't been putting money into it at all. And then my friend Landon, he's a financial advisor. He was my flatmate at the time. He's like, Gareth, chuck your KiwiSaver into this fund, because it was at his work, and he got a bonus for it. He's like, if you do it, I'll take you out for dinner. And I was like, yeah, I don't care about my KiwiSaver, whatever. Here, sign the dot, boom. 2 months later, he's like, have you checked your KiwiSaver? It's like gone up 20K, because I've been trying to, working to manifest 20K to get myself out of debt. And to see that, like, my whole body just went, I was like, what the hell? Like, yeah, and then it went up to 25 grand, and I was like, okay, that's like proof to me. And then the biggest proof was the mansion, moving into this beautiful house, and how that all happened. Yeah. And so we went to sleep every night visualizing the black cat for the day. I didn't actually do too much with the black cat, to be honest. Because it wasn't for 30 days for me. I just did it a few times, and then each time, my mum would be like, oh, I've been turned down, or like, I haven't found the right black cat just yet. I'd like reaffirm it in my head, like, it is done. It's done. I've seen the vision. It's just waiting for it to manifest. But I know my mum did it quite a bit, falling asleep. She might be in the chat here, so if you are, mum, if you can comment how many nights did you do the black cat for? And I just did it during the day as well. I just get relaxed and can, see it in my mind. Then I can affirm it being done. Croatia. Is that how do I say it? Greetings. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Blessing. Live from the end. Richard, yes, that's right. And always affirming it is done. I did it. My body developed almost constant anxiety following a small incident 4 months ago. I've been doing imaginal work, and I'm also doing. Oh yeah, I can't actually say that word. The frequencies are so good. There's mum, mum. Imagine every night for a month she did. Okay, there you go. That's my mum. Imagined every night for a month before her kitty cat came. So that was planting a massive seed. I'm a bit lost sometimes. That's all right, Pascal. That's the journey. As long as you have the intention to be set free from the past and heal, you're gonna find God, your awareness brings in like certain videos or people like myself who are in the field that help people with trauma and releasing it. And they come into your awareness to help you. So that's God helping you through other people. So you're in the right place and you're on the right path. I would definitely suggest learning havening. I'll share more videos about that. That's the touch. This brings your brain into delta waves. It's instantly calming and soothing. If you ever start feeling anxious, just stop, breathe, and just self-soothe yourself like this. Because this brings your brain into delta waves, and we can only get in delta waves in deep sleep, and we only sleep when we feel safe. So you're doing amazing, Pascal. I think that's how we say the name, Diane. What was your favorite and greatest manifestation? Favorite and greatest? Definitely this house. Yeah, it was actually like just blew my mind, you know. Especially because a few years ago I was living in run-down dumps, with garbage everywhere. The house is creaking, falling apart, like old carpets, holes in the walls, party flat, everyone just like drinking like non-stop, doing drugs, and so to pull myself from that situation of like, I was in the depths of despair, like wanting to die because I didn't understand how life worked. And then a few years later, here we are, and I feel so beautiful and blessed and loved. God really transformed my life. So I think the greatest manifestation would be changing the concept of myself from someone who was severely depressed and upset at that point in my life to someone now that feels free and loving and kind. And yeah, so I think manifesting myself into a new being was the greatest manifestation. Hi everyone, Woke Words Tarot. Woo, it's a cool name. The blue butterfly. Someone mentioned they love blue butterflies. It's like their thing. Sun Pixel, you are doing so well. Congrats. You're an inspiration. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, I am. Hi, Mum. Words Tarot. I still have good days and then some bad days. Like I'll be doing good, taking 2 steps forward. Okay, yeah. So that's your old patterns. See, I did this a lot. You go, yeah, and then the old mind and say, for instance, if you've been sad and depressed for a long time, all the cells, molecules, and tissues of your being are addicted to the chemicals of, depression, anxiety, and sadness. Like we say we don't want it, but on the deeper unconscious, because it's so impressed, it's impulsive. It craves that. So when you're now doing new work and you're like, we're going to think this way, the old man in the Bible, it says, will be like, oh no, I'm dying. They're trying to get rid of me. So we'll throw all these thoughts at you, and you'll get bombarded by them, trying to get you back on the old track so it stays in control. But it's up to us to become aware of that and be like, okay, I know what's happening. This is just a state where we're always in different states of happiness, joy. It could be state of sadness, but just accept it. I'd be like, okay, I realize I'm in this sad state. What can I do that makes me happy? I remember that meditation I love, or, even going outside. The best way to change your state is to change your physiology. If you're feeling sad and you're in bed, just make yourself get up, jump up, go outside and jump around like a lunatic, break that state. But yeah, it's all right. It's like I found myself going up, and then boom, then up, boom. It's like the crypto market, or just I'd go up and then I'd down, up. But over time, the ups and the downs have evened out, and now I'm like just waving along at quite a good state. But I'm aware, if I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling good, or have I drank water today, or what are my thoughts? What am I entertaining? Like, am I creating bad imagining like for myself? Gareth, please do what no one else is covering. Please do Silver Method series of courses. Silver Infinite Love. Gareth, please do what no one else is covering. Please do. So I'm not sure I know what the Silver Method is. I'll write that down. So funny, I was wanting to write things down last night and I was like, I couldn't find a pen. I looked all around my room and I stopped and I was like, I'll create the pen. Imagine myself with it. And then I checked something and next thing I moved my blanket and right in front of me was the little orange pen. I was like, oh gosh, but now the pen's gone. I'll just look back and I'll save. Oh, is that going to work? There we go. Silver Method, I'll find that again. Yeah, but Silver Method. Hello everyone. So happy to share your celebration. Thank you, AD. Thank you. Very exciting. I did it. So this is how that I did it works, you know, because each day a new thing comes along. I'm like, oh, I did it. Today's the live stream, first ever live stream. So that's an I did it moment. Shane Doctor, I could quote from my personal experience even before I knew about Neville's content in 2014-15 manifestation to become a voice for Donald Duck in Norway. So I quote personal experience. Oh, you can do the Donald Duck. That's I guess that's amazing. That's so cool. So I guess if because you know we're always creating, always manifesting since the day we're born. You know, or once we start developing thoughts and whatnot. So I guess I have manifested some pretty cool stuff, like unconsciously. Going trips to Thailand. I paid for that stuff and that, but you know that was a beautiful experience. And going to Australia and with my mum, and I was in heavy metal bands, and you know I manifested doing a tour around New Zealand and all that type of stuff. But you know I was also manifesting the negative stuff as well, which is quite funny. I think my mind was more prone to that due to my own actions but yeah. So so did you manifest in delta waves? I thought it was you can do theta. Delta's good as well because delta's like dream type state. If you just do this for a while, or your hands or your face, you'll notice how calm and relaxed you get. I just want to get below like the conscious mind that's always chattering, telling us that that's not true. So are you delta and theta? This is what's happening for me, Jessica. I think you're referring to the ups and downs. Just ride them. It's like the waves, you know, they come in and they come out, they come in and out. The wind comes and goes. Just know that it's not gonna last. Like my mum's seen me in some heavens of heaven states, like out of this world, like I just wasn't on earth. Like but then she's seen me in the depths, you know. So I've been bouncing, and I finally rested, come into the heart that bridges heaven and earth. It's Candy Summer. Thanks for the great tip on touch and stroking arms downward. It really helped lately with a couple of major stretches. You're welcome. This has transformed my life. If you're ever in any situation that induces anxiety, or if someone is telling you about their stories that are real heavy, because you know people can say words that trigger us. Just you can sit there just stroking your hands or your thumbs, and it stops any trauma or any triggers happening. Thumbs up, Jessica. Cool. I started affirming about 2 weeks ago. I have an amazing heart, and you do. 3 days after that, I woke up and realized my heart rate was abnormally low. Went to the doctor, and it is perfect crazy. Yes, you do. Your heart is divine. It's a beautiful heart. So happy to be here. Vanessa, thank you. Yay. Welcome. Congratulations. Holly, welcome, Holly. Congratulations. More to come. That's right. It's going to keep growing. I'll keep going, and I'll keep being grateful and interacting with everyone to the best I can. I love your spirit. Oh, thank you. Well, what you see in me is a reflection of what's in you. Yeah, Donald Duck impersonator. Impression. Yeah, I've worked for the company for about 5, 6 years now. That's amazing. It's so cool. I guess when I think I manifested myself a business, when I first realized about the power of the thoughts and unconscious mind, you can do anything you want because the time was right for me to receive that information. I'm sure people have told me multiple times before that, but until you're ready to receive or ready for this stage of consciousness, you're not going to, it's going to reflect off and it's not going to sink in. That's why you might find yourself coming across like content that's quite in depth and you'll give it a go and then it'll fade away for a bit and then it'll come back and you'll understand it more. I guess, yeah, I manifested myself I wrote down a list. I will have a social media marketing agency. I'll be working for myself. I'll have employees. I'll be this and that, making this much money. And within 6 months, even 3 months, I landed a client that was paying me more money than my my job at Lululemon was. And I was like, what is happening? And I got a few clients. So I think manifesting a business for myself and learning to have confidence in myself and know that I can do it, that was really, really another powerful one for me. I manifested my car I've got for free. It's like a $9,000, $8,000 car. I got it. It was through the old the Rona because we got locked down and whatnot and the government subsidy. I was like, oh, I need some money to pay for some bills. And I need a new car. And I said, I had messaged a friend's dad to ask for a loan, and he was only going to give me a certain amount. And then the next day, I went to a mechanic, my friend's mechanic, to get my car's lights changed and get a warrant. And then he's like, do you know you can go on the website and just fill out this form, and the next day you'll have 10 grand in your bank account? And I'm like, what the? So that day I went and filled it out. The next day I had $13,000 in my bank account. So then I got a brand new car and paid off stuff. So that was another really fast manifestation of like large sums of money. Because where are we? I love your spirit, Donald Duck. I really want to hear your impression. Very high in a godly state. Yeah. The walls and everything were breathing, moving. I just didn't. Every time I closed my eyes, I could just see everything, like angels and like dark beings and planets. Oh, pretty wild experiences. Thought I was going to end up in the hospital, but no, I made it through and came back and got grounded and got work here to do on Earth. How do I scroll down this chat? Oh, there a team and press. I really want to hear this Donald Duck. Absolutely, Holly. Jackie Coates, welcome. Hello, all. Gareth, why aren't you cozy up? My bathrobe. I'll grab it. This the robe. I got this robe from the warehouse. It's got love hearts on it. Oh, why can't I scroll down? Maybe that's where the last comment is. Oh, love it. Okay, that is. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, manifesting. Yeah, that the money for the new car, that was really good. Yeah, and just manifesting for other people and friends. Doing a lot of work with my brother and his company, like raising. I imagine him coming and telling me, oh, like I got a raise or I'm doing so good. I'm just so happy. I never felt better. And each time I see him, he's telling me, he's like, I'm so happy. I never felt better. He like said to me the other day, he's like, the first time I ever heard him say, he's like, oh, I love myself, And I was like, oh, yeah, it's like working. And he's like, my boss is so happy with me. I'm doing so good at my job. And sorry, it's too hot and the sun's beaming. That's the we cope. Oh my God, manifesting. Yes. Me and Steph do a lot of manifesting for each other. And the PJ. Yeah, manifesting for others is a great way to test it. Just imagine someone you love telling you something specific. Only do it in the golden rule. So, you can do it for bad, but what you do for others, you're going to receive for yourself. So keep in the golden rule and only imagine for others what you would like for yourself as well. So, for my brother to be top of his company, have a work vehicle and on great money and happy, that's something I would accept myself. So I would do that for him. Like my mum having a beautiful cat, or that's something I would want in my life. I wouldn't manifest anything for someone that I don't put in the golden rule of do for others as you would do for yourself. Rochelle Morgan, you're amazing. Oh, thank you so much. So are you. Thank you. Hit the like button if you guys want as well. Get the wee likes up. How exciting. First live. Oh, it's gone up one. That's so cool. 20 of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. We are. How do I manifest stronger legs and good health for my dog? She's arthritic. Oh, I guess you just imagine yourself walking with her and she's just walking fine and happy and running around, and maybe you could set a scene where you're sitting and you have a close friend that you like, and they're like, what's up with your dog? She's so happy and energetic. And like you could imagine it, when dogs like do that, they run everywhere. You could create a scene where your dog's running around like that, and you're like, I know, she's never been better. Like, it's a miracle. And like create that scene. Like, I'm probably going to see a dog running around there. I've seen that quite clearly. Dan Kind, thank you, Dan, the caption man. Is it a caption? I really, really appreciated you doing that, going through my video and timestamps, that is. Dan Kind there. That was so nice. That's so helpful as well. Lovely, thank you, really helpful. Yeah, so you gotta, like Jesus always said, turn the other cheek. Turn away from that vibration, turn away from that frequency that you're seeing, turn away from the information that's being presented that's not of the highest. You're so good at that, you could just turn the other cheek and create instantly. So turn the other cheek to the dog of arthritic, to a healthy dog. So the dog's a manifestation. It's not, the word dog, we're like, oh, it's a dog. What's that? That's just the word. It's actually like beyond that word or our thoughts. It's a pure being. It's an individual expression of God. And God is omniscient, it's omnipresent. God's beautiful. So God's in the dog. And if you can look at your wee doggy and be like, oh my God, that's a manifestation of God, and God's beautiful, that could actually have a massive effect. Thank you. I am. While meditating or manifesting, living in the inn, I get involuntary jolts. Does this happen to you? Yeah, I get jolts as well. Yeah, I'll be there. Oh, yeah. I think it's kind of because you're going in and out of like your awareness or your consciousness. You're getting below it, and then you're like, oh, I'm still here, or oh, yeah, that's good. That's pretty normal. Have you heard any of the experience Neville speaks of? Yes, experiencing the promise of Christ awakening within and descending into my being and all that. Yes, I had the very mystical experience. That's why I cried when I listened to Neville, when I heard him talk about it, because it resonated so much with me. And Brian Scott, I love Brian Scott. His video. Whoa, we jumped from 9 to 19 likes. Thank you, team. Yeah, many of the so many wild things have happened. I had a unlocking Jesus mode. How do I even explain it? It wasn't a dream. It felt more real than real. But I was like battling with. He was like a vampire devil thing. He was meant to be my friend, And I had a girlfriend in this dream, this experience, and I was with her, and then he told me that, I don't know, he did something. Next thing you know, I was out like on the road away, and I was like, what's happened? Like, and my parents were there, like crying, like, what's happening? Like, the city is burning and all this weird, wild stuff. And then I was like, what just happened? Like, and I walked back into this room where this guy was, and he was with the girl, and he's like, oh, how are you back here? And I was like, like, who are you? You're powerless. Like, God's within me. And next thing you know, we're outside fighting, and I was in this car, and he was trying to handcuff my arm to the you hold the car up to that, and he's like, your consciousness is trapped here forever, like you're mine. And I'm like, well, who are you? You're so powerless. Whatever this is, like, this is nothing. You're a joke. And we're fighting, and then all the police. I thought they're coming to help me, but they were trying to get me as well. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? But we went back somehow. We're next now we're in the room again, and this is really dirty, like, or naughty or whatnot. But there's all these like sex swings and people just like, effing each other. And I'm looking around like, what is happening here? And he's like, you're trapped here forever. And then I was like, no, I'm not. And I drink like this, and just went, God, God. Next thing you know, the whole sky opened up, and I ascended all the way up through these clouds. This is wild. And I was like going all through this. It was like this vortex tunnel thing of clouds, and it was beauty. And then I just came out, and I went, ah, and there was gates and doves, and this big cartoon version of Jesus, what it looked like, downloading. And it's like, and this word just keep repeating, you have now unlocked Jesus mode. You have now unlocked Jesus mode. You have now unlocked Jesus mode. And he's spinning around downloading, and there was a big screen of characters, and he had blinked open Jesus, and it was like bing, 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 like a game, And I'm like sitting here like, I've unlocked Jesus mode. Like, what does that even mean? And I was like just sitting there, and like doves flying around the clouds, and this big cartoon Jesus had downloaded, and I'm sitting there like, what do I do now? And then the devil guy, Satan, whatever you want to call him, came up, and he pushed this button, and I fell back down into this pit on this room, and there was all these water beds of people chained up, crying and screaming and like bleeding. And he's like, what did he say? He's like, you now have to wash them with your penis or something. So ridiculous. And I remember looking at him, I just laughing. I was like, dude, you're just powerless, aren't you? Like, you can do all this, like you're nothing. Like, you're just the illusion of power. God's good, God's the only power, and God's within me. And it was quite funny as I was looking around, all these people crying and having sex and bleeding or whatever this dungeon was, and he was there. This old radio in the background was playing, and the song was like, you've got to have faith to faith to faith. You've got to have faith to faith to faith. And I was sitting there dancing, like, and then I woke up and everything, my room was all vibrating and moving. And I was in my head, it just kept repeating, you have unlocked Jesus mode. You have unlocked Jesus mode. And I'm just like, what is happening? What is happening to me? I have no idea. And I was like, that was wild. I had to sit there havening for a while, to be honest, because my whole body was shaking. But yeah, that was a profound experience. And I think about that pretty daily, to be honest. Another one, the Da Vinci man with the arms out like this. Woke up with him spinning. I was open eyes, spinning in front of me, and all these mudras showing me, and like these blinking signs in front of me of like ships going to planets. And I'm just like, what is happening to who am I? Like, I didn't understand it. If any of you guys can relate with any of that. Where are we up to? Okay, that was Brad Chan. Yeah, I've had quite a lot of very mystical experiences that I can't really explain too much, but you're welcome. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dan. Amanda O, thanks, Gareth from Melbourne. Welcome. Pascal, I've had a recurrent thought to do I ams morning and night, yeah? I've already done and let them go for a while, like Neville instructed. And is, will that block the seeds? Recurrent thought to do IAMs morning and night. I've already done and let them go for a while. But no, I don't think anything will block the seeds. I think it's just when our inner conversation isn't matching. So, we're trying to imagine something. You can't just do it for like 5 minutes and then go back to thinking the old way. So you need to have your inner conversations, your mental diet aligned with your imagination or act quite a lot. And when, if the mind comes, for me personally, if the mind comes in like saying this, I just said, get behind me, it is done. It is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Or I'll like imagine living from the end again. So seeing myself as that person, loving and being kind and caring and uploading videos or whatever it is, I reaffirm it and start imagining from the end. Like, what would you do if you had it? You wouldn't be thinking about it. You'd be thinking about what you'd be doing from that state, right? Because I'm still learning, and I've had lots of things that still haven't come to fruition, but so many that have, and I notice it more and more. Stream doctor, imagination is like a muscle too. Yeah, definitely. You go to the gym, you train your muscles. You got to keep at it. If you don't use it, you lose it. I used to be a personal trainer. I used to be obsessed with getting bulk and that until I realized I can do it with my imagination as well. Dr. Joe Dispenza did a cool test where he had a group of people go to the gym physically and then a group of people do it imaginally. And the people with imagination, I think, got better results than the people did it physically. So it's like, what? What? Imagination, yeah, blue moon, low. Jackie Co. Gareth, curious to know how often do you practice visualization and feeling it real throughout the day? I'm not a very structured person, so I don't have anything like appointed times when I do it, or just when I feel it, or sometimes I don't even know what I want to imagine. Like, and I'm like, oh, what do I want to? Sometimes I find that the part. What do I want? That's the thing. What do I want? But I do practice like before bed now. Definitely before bed. I do that. I did it. I did it. See, I did it. I'm loving that so much. I'm so happy you guys love that method. I do the did it, or if there is something that I'm wanting to plant, I'll do it definitely before bed or just throughout the day. Sometimes if you're at the doctor or you're waiting in line for food, I just in my imagination or um, I remember I was with my mum. We were like looking through shops, and as we're looking through shops, I'm imagining it, like they're imagining that I was wealthy, and in my mind, like, Mum, just pick out anything you want, you know. And then I'll see like the till thousands of dollars, and I just swipe, boom, boom, done, or getting my family cars or paying the mortgage and everything off. Yeah, but I do it as much when I remember, a lot of the time, or just if thoughts come in trying to that aren't aligned with that vision, I'll stop and go in. But definitely, I normally most of the time I just spend with thinking about God. Yeah. I need to learn scripture, remember how to the actual lines better. But when you have God, all will be added on. So once you've connected fully and awoken and know that God's within you, then all will be added on to you. So, because it's God behind everything we're getting anyway. So if I'm giving ultimate thanks and love for my Heavenly Father who's within me, Christ, then all will be added on. Pascal, because the thought comes back no matter how many times I erase it. I also feel like there's awareness giving me this thought. Depending on what the thought is. Yeah, they can if you can detach and just look at it, it's just the thought. It's just the thought. It's not actually our truth. It's just your mind. It's a memory. It's an impression. Our mind is just a built up accumulations of impressions of everything we've learned from being born to now. It's a thought. It's not the truth of, we have given an identity, but it's not actually who we are. That's just an impression that we've learned from the external world, just like their body is an accumulation of food. This is just food from when I was born, built up. It's not actually me. I can fluctuate from like whatever weight I am, get bigger, smaller all the time, but that's not actually me. That's just an accumulation of foods, and the mind's an accumulation of impressions and thoughts and feelings, which are memories from what we've learned. So we're creating an identity from our memories, which isn't actually fully truth. The truth is you're a sovereign being of God. You are it. You are it. That's what I had taught to me. You are it. You are it. You are it. You are it. What do you mean I'm it? What do you? That's too much responsibility. Jessica Webb, I love Brian Scott as well, saying his videos help transform me completely. Alex, feel what you felt when the dog was healthy and ran around the house and jumped all over you. Maybe that'll help. Yep. That's right. When you have Steph, when you said, how do you even explain it? I felt that. Yeah, your entire life. There's things that have happened I can't even. It transcends language. It transcends words. Like there's not even a word to describe it. A lot of the time, I just don't describe anything because people think I'm mad. Like, but it's lovely to find beautiful people like yourself who understand and are going through the same thing. That's how I feel about my life right now. Yeah, what is it? What is life? It's so beautiful. Thanks. That's a great idea. Yo, MB, I just came on what I missed. You're the best YouTuber ever. Oh, thank you. I believe we are source sparks. Yeah, we bubbles of God. Me and Steph always say that. A little bubble, we fractals of God. I believe, yeah. Can't wait till you hit 1 mil. You helped me a lot. I'm thankful for you. Oh, thank you, Manifestation. What's your name? And thank yourself for putting in the work and showing up for yourself. Like I'm just the speaker. I'm just a tool. You could sit here and listen and not take anything in. You could be a hearer of the word, but we're doers here. We're doers. You got to be a doer of the word and put in the work and the effort for ourselves, especially even if you don't want to. Especially those times when you just don't feel it. I think they're quite important times. It's like that you're always making a decision. It's like, am I going to sit here in my own suffering and misery, or am I going to just kick myself in the butt and go this way? I also had an experience. I think it was Yogananda, or it was some beautiful Indian man. I woke up. This is really I don't know how to explain this either. But I woke up and there was this beautiful type of Indian man just in front of me that looked like, if you've seen my I Am Rich, I Am Wealthy music video, I have it out cut of myself, like just flickering. This is what was in front of me. And he kept going like this. And then making rainbows in front of me and little stars and sparking. And it was so cool. But behind him was this huge vortex, like portal that was beautiful and green. And then this other portal that looked real dark and dingy. And I was heading towards them, and this little man would not say anything, but just keep going, hello, like in little sparks and rainbows. And I'm sitting in my bed, like, no, my eyes weren't open. It was like in front of me. And I'm like, okay, what's happening? I'm heading towards these two portals. And I was like, oh, I want to go down that beautiful one. And I was like, oh, if I'm saying that's beautiful, I'm saying the other is ugly, and that's judging. And then I got real conflicted within myself and I was like, what if I can just not go down either? And then because I didn't make the full decision, it sent me down the darker looking portal. And I was like, oh my gosh, was that the scripture? Cast your net to the right. When fishing, throw your net to the right, sit at the right hand side. I was supposed to go down the right hand path and choose it. But because I was conflicted in my thoughts, and if I say that's good, I'm saying that's bad. It all is good. I went down, and then I was like, oh gosh, what happened now? Like, what does this mean? And then I had to go through quite a lot of trials and tribulations and not the best stuff for a while. But I revised that. I went in my mind, and I recently revised it, that I actually went down the beautiful tunnel, and yeah, all good things are happening. I love you. It's so refreshing. Joy Runner, thank you. Thank you. Work words out. We must be doers of the word. That's right. Be a doer, not a hearer, not a I'm a doer. There's two people though. There's the I'm a doer. I'm a do this. I'm a do that. Or there's the people that actually do. Don't be an I'm a doer and be a doer. I got that word off my mate Jesse. Jesse's got so good. Yeah, doer. Yes, doers. Manifest Anthony. You could call me Ant or Busto. Ant the Busto. Anthony, I love you. Thank you for joining me and coming, and I'm glad that my videos have helped you a lot. What's the main thing that it's helped you with? Let's do a blue moon, thumbs up. 5-star blue moon. Thank you. Stream Dr. Duck. If you could do metacognition and observe the thought that you don't feel comfortable with, see it for what it is. Don't give it power or push it away or ignore it. Just see it for the truth, then dissolve it. Yeah. Because you're not even giving it a meaning of good or bad. We're still giving it a meaning that if you're just like, it just is like God is, or these thoughts just are. It's just the thought. It's not truth. That's they dissolve. Yeah, when you look at it, it's a great comment. You help me with manifesting and being happy person. Good. I think what's that channel? The guy with the shaved head and he's got the granddad. I can never remember how to say his name, but I love him. He uploads the videos of the reading the books and the ladder. His grandfather gave the ladder exercise. What did he say? He's like, if the purpose of life isn't to be happy, you can shove it up your ass. Lockhart. Yes, that's the one. I love his channel. That video of his grandfather was amazing. I watched that so many times. Tamara, Emily, hello. Welcome. Exciting. Also, apologies about the muck around with the live, saying it was going to be at 12 or 11. I hope that didn't muck anyone up. Still learning about YouTube, and I had set it up and scheduled it, and then it said, got to wait 24 hours. And I woke up this morning at 9 and I checked it, and I was like, oh, more people have watched and liked the video of me saying it's going to be at 11 than people that had seen the community post. I was like, I'll just go at 11 and hope for the best. Yeah, watch that video. I did the ladder exercise and see the ladder the next day. Yeah, great. Yeah, I've had the ladder experience as well. All right. Yeah. Mankind, it doesn't mean anything. What does that mean? If I see thoughts, like, I don't understand what that means. I don't know what that means. That means nothing. And they fade away. Well, that was so weird. Yeah, the other night, everything faded away. And I was in like Satori bliss. Like, yeah, that was that was amazing. I always bring myself out of that. I've had another experience where I went real deep within, and then this voice was like, stay with me, come, stay with me, come on, just stay with me. And every time I thought, kind of like, no, stay with me. And as I did that, I like was leaving out of my body type thing, and keep going down, and I was going into this beautiful vortex. And the wee Buddha statue, he's got the wee point on his head just sitting there. It's like the fractal. I could see the fractal right at the end of this tunnel, just sitting there. And I went into absolute bliss just watching it. And at that moment, I felt like I could leave Earth. I could leave, or stay there forever. Like, it was so blissful when I was just like, but I was in my friend's house, and I was like, I can't just die or leave my body while I'm in their house. So that I was aware of everything around me, that I was in this different dimension with this that wee Buddha, beautiful peace, blissed out feeling with, come, stay with us. And then I was like, I should go back to my friends, and I always bring myself out of it. I wonder what would happen if I actually stayed there. That excellent, Jessica. Love that we all watch Same channels, yeah. Joseph Ally, Josh, Brian, Scott, Lockhart. There's some other really good Neville channels. It's amazing. Candy Summer, we must all be on the same frequency. Yes, we can only perceive that we are the vibration of or ready for. Or is that just a belief, Me and Steph always speak about our beliefs, we'll have these big profound realizations and be like, is that just another belief? Let's try and get beyond the beliefs. What was the first step you took to lift yourself from your past consciousness? What was the first turning point or shift that conformed this truth for you? Hope that makes sense. Yes. So I was crying and depressed on my bed, like crying myself to sleep, like what is life? How does it work? Why does all this bad stuff always happen to me? I was in the victim state consciousness. Like, why? But I gotta respect and accept that part of me because it led me to now. But I watched the video of Tekashi 69, the rapper with 6969 tattoos all over him, rainbow hair, talking about how he came from the slums. And one day he just cried out to God and his whole life changed. So I was like, I'd been brought up Christian and gone to church and everything, but I just never. My mum told me I used to draw like aliens and demonic pictures and whatnot in the church, which was quite funny. But I just never had my own full experience of God, and I just something in me just never resonated with the church or the speaking. I love the worship and people are beautiful, and I love going for my mum and she loves it, but just for me personally, there was something not right for me, and God showed me a sign later in my life of me why I shouldn't be at the church, but I'll explain that later. But I called out to God, never done it before, and then I think it was the very next day I walked into work and seen this yellow book saying "You're a badass: How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Live an Awesome Life." What was the first? So I read that, and it started, I think, with the G word about God. Call it universe, source, anything you want. There's just acknowledge there's a higher power here to help you. And I was like, okay, I can get on board with that. Let's try this. And they said, like, start being grateful for everything, being thankful. And I was like, okay. And then it talked about the power of the unconscious, subconscious mind, which I had a massive revelation about of why I was where I was at, because I had, all these negative thoughts or opinions that other people would put onto me. I had taken as truth and believed it to be truth when really it was just a projection of them, their hurt, their pain onto me. So I realized I wasn't everything that I thought I was. And that was a big turning point for me. And I was like, oh, like the massive boom, light bulb moment, ding, revelation, as I'd call it in the Bible, of I'm where I'm at because of that. And then I started, I think You Are Creator. He had subliminal and subconscious, like I am confident audio tapes. And I started listening to one about confidence, and I started being like, I'm confident. And they say acted into being. So I'd be at my work, and inside, because I had to go speak to people. Being an educator at Lululemon, as soon as someone comes in, you got to go like, hey, how you doing? You got to connect with them to sell. And because I wasn't feeling confident in myself, I always thought they thought I was weird or a loser or whatnot. I started repeating to myself like, I'm confident. And what would a confident person do? They would just walk up and talk to this person. And I started doing that, and I was like, whoa, boom. In a few days, like even within 3 days, I felt my whole consciousness shifting and my whole being uplifting. My head was higher, my shoulders were up, just, and I felt a lot more confident and smiling. I'd always wear a hat because I always hid myself. Next thing you know, I had no hat on and was showing myself. So I think the turning point was the self-talk and the affirmations for myself personally, and starting to become my own best friend. If that makes sense. Where are we? Okay. Conscious first time. If we all pass away from this earth, I'd rather be 60 and live the life I always wanted to, rather than being 90, living in regret for the things I knew in my heart. That's right. I think I've heard that kind of saying, like, I don't fear death, I fear not living. Or, on the deathbed, thinking back, like, well, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? But you could always revise the things you didn't do as to you did it, and your body doesn't know the difference between the thought or the real event. So you could go back through and revise and see yourself living an awesome life. Revision was a big thing for me, going back through events that happened like in my childhood, fights, or lots of things. I grew up fighting a lot, so I which you probably seems weird to me, so to who I am today is clearly I was new, like reborn in the spirit. My whole body, like I feel I died and came back. Like I feel a soul came, when Christ awoke within me, it felt like a being took over my entire being, and the older me was suffering. My ego and concept of self had to die. And I remember at one point I was just taking all these narcotics and abusing substances to try to keep the old me. Like at one point there was 14 different things in my system. I was out on a night out, and I was like, God, what is happening to me? What is happening to me? Like I just had to surrender and give up the old person, the old concept of myself. I was like, I give up. Okay, God, I'm your instrument. Whatever you want, just I surrender. And then from that moment, like I got all these big, massive things. You're going to do this. You're going to learn this. You're going to teach people. You're going to help. The reason you're on earth is because of this. I had an experience that I was pulled into this beautiful vortex, all the way, like, my whole left this body up into this light, and this light connected, and this eye just like poof, connected to me, and was like talking telepathy through. And I had like the opportunity to leave. It felt like everything I knew, I could flick a switch, boom, and it'll be gone. That was the most terrifying experience, because I had so many I was like, my life just started going good. I moved next to the beach, the forest. I got a business, like friends, and I don't think I'm ready to leave. And then the voice like, well, if you decide to stay, you accept your mission. And then I said, I'm sorry, I can't leave. Like, like I had too many attachments here on earth to leave, which I was just like, I don't want to leave. And they're like, if you decide to stay, you're going to do this. And I unconsciously just wrote 3 pages of my mission. I might share that later in the future. But it was pretty profound. So I accepted my mission. I actually threw away that thing I wrote down for maybe half a year to 6 years, because I was so scared of it, because I didn't know what was happening to me. But now it's all coming to fruition. Everything that it was written down, that was told to me, is coming, and here we are. Let's be honest, this mean we are attracting each other on this beautiful journey. Jessica Webb, yes, that's right. Manifestation. Locker Jr., yes, great channel. Follow that channel. I'm sure you all are. It's a great, massive channel. He actually, when he started uploading, I think I started uploading around the same time again when he came back, which is really interesting. So it's been really cool. Streamer Dot, the gift we all have, which is unique to everyone, one of us. Yes, we are all on the same frequencies. Well, frequencies carry information, right? You change the radio station, you got to get the right frequency to hit the right frequency for that information. Same with us, we got to raise to the frequency of the desire. A good tip is to not see, this is what I'm learning, is to not see the desire bigger than yourself. We have money, like coins laying around, we have bread, everything, because we don't see it. We just see it just as it is. So we manifest it easy. But then it comes to like a relationship or a car, we put it above ourselves. Like, that would be so good if we have it. So you got to lower it down, and you are it. So bring it in. But yeah, we got to get the right frequency, and then the information on that level comes to us. Well, that's how I understand it. Yes, manifestation later. How do you overcome perfectionists to get the working on yourself process right, to avoid doubt leading to, I think, just compassion and patience with yourself, becoming your own best friend, speaking to yourself. Today we felt like this, but that's okay. Like tomorrow's going to be even better. And just enjoying the moment, enjoying the journey to the destination, because this is the fun part. You're going for each event situation that's leading you to this new version of you. So have compassion and love for yourself, and for where you're at, because where you're at isn't who you are. It's just where you're at. It's not who am I. It's like who am I becoming, type mindset. And just each day, one day at a time. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. Next day is a good day. That's what I'm learning. Like I barely make decisions now. Like I just live. I'm learning to live in the present moment, and then just trust the intuition of what's going to happen. And then it seems to be really working. Really, really working. Hope that helps. Makes sense, maybe. Felt like I was meant to find your manifestation. Yeah, you probably created me. I didn't exist before you found me. Those are real in-depth thoughts that I always have. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one and I've just created everyone to help me with the deep sorrow of being the one created. I love that's why I like everyone, because I've had the experience of becoming one for everyone. I'm like, oh, they're just me at different stages, or I'm just them, or they were just fractals of the one source. So yeah, Tamara, I did what you said, and as I got so embodied into speaking to God, I heard a beautiful voice talking to me, and I felt so safe. And it's amazing when it's that voice. I remember I started having this voice in my head, like going, Gareth, Gareth, like, and it was it's like a distorted radio voice, because I'd be making music and then it would start playing, like speaking to me, Gareth, Gareth, and like telling me that something big's about to happen, or giving me a heads up, and then I think it was the Law of Attraction book. She spoke about the same thing, and I just broke down crying. Like, oh my God, what is happening to me? The voice, yeah, and then God's voice. A very good one is like, what is God? Speak, Father, I am here. And just listen real intently. I remember waking up and his voice was through me, like, what is love? What is love? And then I was like, what is love? It goes, I am love. You are love. There's only love type thing. It was pretty beautiful. I did, yeah. Follow the voice, connect with it, keep connecting in tomorrow. That's beautiful. You're on the right track. Jessica Ware, love hearts. Wearing Jackie Coe, Greg Brennan is another great teacher. Thank you. I think we should always be learning. I think life is our best teacher, though. Go back through our day and our mind. What did I learn today? What did I learn? What could I do better? But it's good to, I feel God speaks through people too. That's how we can speak. Ask a question and just be aware. You might have your answer on the back of a bus, or a video comes up. Like, you've been thinking about, a lot of people, I see comments like all the time, like, I was thinking about this today, and next thing you know, I come on and you're speaking about it. It's ask and you shall receive. So just ask. A lot of people get confused. They're like looking outside themselves, like for this big thing, but he speaks through numbers. Like I've followed like 1111, 111, 222, 444, 5, like all these numbers, non-stop. Every time I look at my comments, 1222, like so many, and I follow that because I take that as a beautiful sign that I'm in the right place. When I see reoccurring numbers, I'm like, what am I doing right now? Oh, what have I been thinking about? Stay on that path. But then like the 666, I got a pizza last night, Hell's Pizza, which is quite funny, has 666 on it, which for me is realign your thoughts. And every time I see the 666, it means for me personally, like it's an angelic number that's telling me, Gareth, your thoughts are drifting a bit too much. Like I remember I started thinking about YouTube so much, and I stopped thinking about God for like a few hours, and then I seen the 666, and I stopped everything I was doing. Quiet, God, 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 till this peace was over me. Well, the peace went through my body, and then I feel aligned again. So yeah, follow the numbers. Follow the numbers. Where God is within. Yes, God is within. Every cell of your body. This air around you right now is God. We are in the mind of God. We are it in the human form. That's my understanding. My experiences. God is within. I hear that. Me too. Gareth, you're such a light. Hillary, thank you. Welcome, Hillary. Gareth, you're such a light. So authentic. Thanks for being here. You're welcome. Thank you for being you, and thank you for coming and for your love and support. And you go, what the fuck? I used to go to church and feel the same way. I felt bored, but I always believed in God. Yeah, yes, yes. God brought me to church again after my big awakening and just told me, always say, just observe, Gareth, observe. Just observe, and I just observe what everyone's speaking about, everyone's actions, how they're talking. But it was quite weird because I just had this massive like Christ awoken, like I always thought I was Jesus like type thing. It was so profound, and like Neville says, he's like you've still got the identity of yourself, but then when man realizes that he's Christ, it's the most strangest thing, and that makes so much sense because I was so confused. I remember messaging my mum, my friend, like Christ has returned, like I just didn't know what was happening to me. But after that, I went to church, and then they were just speaking about the devil and fear and evil and just non-stop. Well, I wouldn't say non-stop, but a lot of it was like, I don't know, for me it just didn't ring anything. And the judging and the words that they were using that had been like expressed, just my heart was like, this ain't it. You're like going against the first thing. Treat other people as they are your neighbor. Love them. Don't put them down and tell people to block certain people or call people evil or the devil and the enemy. And for me, I think maybe it was the time I was just at the church was really focused on the enemy and fighting and warfare. And I think I just risen above that to see everything as one. And I don't know, it's like in judging others, you're judging yourself because that's just another fractal of you. But I started making me fear myself and question myself for the biblical things that had happened. And I was just like, whoa, what's going, like, this ain't it. This ain't it. And then I had that dream. I had a dream, and God kept saying, he's like, you've done that. The church, no, you don't go back. I've gone back 1 or 2 times with my mum, but yeah, just I was taken out of the church because I am the church. God's between the temples. You find him in the temples, between the temples in your mind, not the temples out in the world. But beautiful things do happen at the church. Like, people were delivered and or whatnot, but it just wasn't for me. And yeah, I found God within me, so I don't need to go to the church. For God tomorrow, yes, the church to me feels like it's not the teachings of the whole story. The people never felt connected, even though I believe in God. Yeah, same thing. And I really wanted to go. Like I had because after my awakening, I just had repeating in my head 90 days, 90 days, 90 days, 90 days, 90 days, 90 days, 90 days. And I'm like, what does 90 days mean? What's going to happen in 90 days? I remember crying, calling my mum, like, I think I'm leaving here in 90 days. And I think there's like 37 days left. I was crying, like, I love you so much, but I think I'm leaving. She's like, you better not be leaving me. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what this means. But on that 90 days, I had my whole family, I had my family's been beautiful, but every family they have like things happen, people fall apart or not fully connected as one. But on that 90th day was a Sunday, and we all went to church. And my dad, he hadn't been to church for a long time, but he decided to come for me because I realized the 90 day was on the Sunday, and I was like, well, maybe it's when to go to church. But on that day, I had my family, I had my hands on my dad. He had his hands up, praising God type thing. My mum's there, praising God. My brother's there, praising, all crying, and I just had this big revelation. I was like, oh my God, we're healed. My family is healed. Like, we're one. This is it. This is the 90 days, like, for my family to come back together and heal and love. Like, well, my perception, my ideas of my family was healed, because if they were my beliefs that we weren't, but that we always were, but they were just my beliefs. So I guess my belief changed, and I realized that we are perfect in one and a loving family. I see my parents like every day now. I'm like a family guy. I just realized I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a family person now. As I love them so much, they're my number one fans and support me. But yeah, so on that 90 days, my family came together at church and all crying and loving each other, and it was beautiful. So thank you. I really needed to hear that right now. Become your own best friend. Yes, definitely be your own best friend. Talk to yourself. They say when you talk to yourself, it's the first stage of being crazy. Get out of here. Get out of here, that nonsense. love yourself, speak to yourself. Like when I started becoming my best friend, I'm like, all right, Gary, what are we going to do today? Oh, we're going to get some Subway, or oh, we're going to go see this person. Come on, I love you. Like, speaking to myself that kind, nice way. And then I became my own best friend. I started not needing to. I always relied on other people. Like, I need to see someone, I need to be somewhere, I need to be doing something all the time, or just running from myself, really. But then I became my own best friend. Now I just spend most of my time alone. Like today, I'm going to go see my friends because I love them. I love seeing people, but I like being in solitude, like being by myself and with myself. Clint, welcome, Clint. Enjoyed your life story about gaining confidence. Yeah, thank you. That was the start, gaining confidence in myself. Yeah, I definitely died too. Yeah, Steph, yeah. The old me did, man. It's just, yep, that's right. Die to yourself daily. You've always put yourself first in an event in yourself because the source of all is within you. Yeah. You've always put yourself first and invest in yourself. You have to. Okay, you have to. Yes, you do. Always have to put yourself first. I'm still learning a lot as well. I had a massive vision like that as well, and it showed me that all the people around me were up in green, and I was like down in red, and it was showing me that I had been putting everyone up above me, like, but my cup wasn't full. So I was like I was just giving what I didn't, and I said, this is what's meant to happen. And it rose me up in green, and everyone else came down a bit, and then they all raised up with. That was beautiful. Mirror work is powerful. Stare in the mirror. Yep, that's right. For a long time, while when I was learning to love myself, I just sit or stand completely naked in front of the mirror until I accepted and loved every part of myself. Because if you don't love yourself, that's what God said to me. If you don't learn to love yourself, you don't love God because God's within you. And I was like, what are you, I was like, oh, that's intense. So, when you judge other things around you, you're judging God as well. So be the observer. So do you script and continue to write, Jackie? Write down, as I receive this, I receive that. Or I did it. Yeah. I just wrote. I was watching a Mr. Beast, hour and a half about him and his YouTube journey, and he's quite a great businessman and whatnot. So I was like, well, he'll be a good person. And he was speaking about how he's so imaginative. He imagines everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's using the law. He doesn't even know it. But he's like created how many? Yeah. So I was just using I wrote down what he was saying. He's like, I just want to make the best possible video. So I wrote down, I make the best videos possible. I create great content. I invest and reinvest in myself. Every day I create more. God creates my videos through me. God creates my music through me. God lives my life. I have great live streams. This is a great live stream. So look at that. I also have been drawing my friends, drawing them. Like my mate Tim Hunt. Like I am Tim Hunt, self-employed, loving, kind, high passive income investor, homeowner. And I write things that change my concept about people, or what I hear, what they want, what they like, and I write it down. I have a wonderful business. All my clients are happy and love me in the work I do. They get fantastic results on a continuous basis. I keep smiling at how easy it is. This is speaking of Steph. I'm so happy and grateful for the multiple pieces of a high in real estate that I own. I love my happy, healthy friends and family. So I'm always writing stuff down. I really love and respect all people. It's my favorite one. I make great investments. I always get the highest return on my investments. I did it. I'm doing it. I'll continue to do it. Thank you. Yeah. My little. I did it. I love this. I made it on Redbubble. But I'm always writing things down. Mirror work is powerful. Yeah. Hillary, thank you for the love hearts. Okay, what are we going down? George, welcome, George. Fifth, one of your newest subscribers. Blessed to be here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining the community, and I bless you and love you. Welcome. Stream Doctor, God dwells in us, in our wonderful human imagination, where all things are possible to God for those who believe in Him. Yes, that's right. And that's been a massive thing for me, is believing. And, I just sit there, I'm like, oh my God, this is God right now, like what I'm imagining, my awareness. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the presence. It's so beautiful. And I bathe in it, love it. And building your faith and belief. That's why I like to start with smaller things like the cats, or just getting coffees. Like I always have coffees, like free coffees all the time. I always find the best parks, get brought meals on a regular basis. Like these little things, once you start realizing it, build your faith in that. We are the main characters of our own story. That's right. Hey, I was skeptical at first when I found your channel, but you seem genuine. Oh, thank you. Remember, the limitations we see in others are often a projection of the limitations we feel in ourselves. So when I find myself judging someone, or that I have the thoughts, not judging, but have thoughts about them, I'm like, okay, where in my life am I, so using genuine? If I thought someone wasn't being genuine, I'm like, okay, where in my life am I not being genuine? Because they're a projection on me. Like my friend, he came to work with me, and I started getting really annoyed because he'd be gaming, instead of doing like work or study. That he'd come, and I started getting it built up in me, like, oh, it's so annoying. Why is he doing that? He was just a projection of me, because I had been, instead of doing my work, watching YouTube and lazing out and not doing what I was meant to be doing. And I seen him doing it. So I got angry, but really I was angry at myself because I was doing the exact thing. So that's a good thing. But thank you here. You always make your own judgments of me, that my heart is pure. George Fifth, I had the same experience at church. Yeah, I think many people do. And then they make you feel guilty if you leave church. They do what they do. People go there. Yeah, everything has its own place. Prayer is just a manifestation. That's right. Alex, welcome, Alex. So the stronger your manifestations come to your mind, and the stronger they seem real, the more they start to become reality. Yes. Yep. If you can convince yourself, well, not really even convince yourself, you just know that it's done. You've seen it in your mind, and what you've seen, you claim it. So creation's finished. And we're going off the Bible. Creation is completely finished. Everything is finished. So we aren't even creating. We're just claiming. We're choosing. I claim wealth. I claim health. I claim love. I claim prosperity. You claim it. And when you're praying, you're creating in your mind. You're co-creating with God. You're imagining yourself. You're sending your message up. This is what I'd like. And you can see it. The more you see it in your mind, then you'll be put onto a path that'll take you to that scene, that scenario, that state for it to happen. So see it. The more natural it feels, we can only attract what's natural for us as well. So if you don't feel it to be natural, this manifestation, it's in a conflict. So it's going to create conflict. So we got to match our inner conversations, our wording, with the imaginal act. This is what I'm learning, and until it feels natural. If you're driving in your car, imagine you're actually driving in the car you'd like. Make it feel natural. So watch you are created too. Great channel to watch. Yeah, beautiful channel. He is amazing. He his affirmations and everything really helped me. Him and Brian Scott. And I remember I started seeing Neville Goddard, but you can only perceive that you're the vibration of or ready for. So at the time, I don't think I was fully ready for Neville's teachings until I got to a certain mind state or conscious state where I could understand him. And then my whole life was like, boom. I like the saying, Jesus or Christ saved me from Christianity, which is quite funny. saved me from the church, which is a weird, I don't know, it's a weird paradox. I don't know. Yeah. Good morning. Love from Tokyo. Black Dot, thank you. Welcome. I am Lee. I am here. You are here. Welcome, Lee. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for your loving comments. Alabama. Alabama. Is that the right accent? Alabama. Where are we? One of your biggest supporters. I see that. Thank you. Thank you. Alex. So it's important to write something down you desire every day, or what if you don't write something down every day? Just go off your net if it feels natural to you. Don't force anything. Just flow, ease and flow. Write that down. I manifest with ease and flow. You just want everything to flow and ease, because if you're resisting something, you're met with resistance. If you're forcing something, you're met with force. If you're going with ease and flow, you're met with ease and flow. So I honestly just write it down and leave it, or I might go back through and have a few reads of it. Oftentimes I go back through what I've written down, because this is the one thing we forget. We're very forgetful, right? I need to change that belief to I don't forget. But we forget, and then we manifest, and something comes into our life. We're like, why is this here? But we don't remember we're arguing with that person in our mind like a month ago, and now it's finally here. So we've got to be aware of our thoughts. But each day you could write that down. Like, I enjoy writing down manifestations each day. It's just like, maybe if a belief comes into my mind that I'm like, oh, that's not the best belief, I'll grab my pad and I'll write it down, a new belief. Hope that helps. Alabama. Does it still work like as long as you believe? Yeah, just know it's done. That's the thing. Just know it's done. Trust in Christ, your imagination, the power of God, it's going to come. And often it comes even better. Inefficient. I'm here from Cali, California. Here we go. Joe. Welcome, Joe. Welcome, welcome. You are the best, Gareth. Thank you for helping me improve my life. You're a great teacher. Thank you. Appreciate that, and thank you for being here. What's the number one thing you've learned that I've helped you with? Reverse voodoo dolls. Reverse voodoo. Yeah, yes, yeah, it is. We're putting their face down. I did it in front of my mates. He looked at me, and I was like, I got home. I was like, you probably think it's weird, but I think it's great. I just listen to what they want and write it down. This is great. Thanks for the live stream, Clint. You're welcome, Clint. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Tret beer. What is your favorite beer? What is your favorite home? I don't drink alcohol anymore. My body doesn't allow me. So that was one thing. I always drank. I was a massive drinker. Like, I'd say an alcoholic pretty much. Well, I'd just always be indulging and getting blackout. Like, once I started, I wouldn't stop. So, and all the bad things, broke my bones, fights, broken relationships, waking up, like being scared to look at my phone from what I'd text people. So alcohol was like a cue. The conscious eating spirit, it like destroyed me, but I had to go through that. So I just don't drink anymore, and I have nothing against people that drink. I go on beer pub crawls with my friends, and I'm sober. It took me a while to be able to hang out with people sober, but what did I used to? I used to like Coronas with the lemons. That was quite. Well, we have one called Double Brown here in New Zealand, Dobros. It's really cheap. It's like lolly water beer. But that was good. Favorite horror movie? First movie, Running Scared, from Paul Walker. Running Scared. That was one of my favorite horror movies. I don't really watch anything like that anymore because I'm so sensitive to what I see. I don't want to manifest it, manifest like death and murder and that. And I feel it when I see people get chopped up. I feel it. So I don't really watch horror movies or anything like that anymore. The Stephen King. Have you seen it? The Stephen King. I'm not too sure what that means. Sorry. Trivia. Platinum Palm. Welcome, welcome. Respect, you're doing a live stream. Just subscribe. Thank you. Welcome to the community. Welcome. Thank you. Stream of dark. Yeah, love that emoji. Attracting. We're children of the universe, children of abundance. That's right. I find just repeating the words like success, wealth, abundance, health, God. Yeah, and like I've been walking around my garden and just looking at the abundance of everything, abundance of leaves, abundance of plants, abundance of trees, abundance of clouds, and starting to see abundance everywhere. I am. How do you keep your mind from wandering or telling yourself that your manifestation isn't working? Even, you know, they are going to happen. Just call that thought powerless. It's like you're powerless, or I don't know what that means. I don't understand that. Just go back with it, or just look at it, just observe it. Don't even give it a meaning. Just have a laugh. I often laugh at myself. Like, all right, that's a great thought. Not truth. Yeah, discern it. It's there. We are unconditional wealth, unconditional peace, unconditional love. That's a beautiful one. We are unconditional wealth, unconditional peace, and unconditional love. My new favorite one is I am the complete expression of love. That's a nice affirmation. I am the complete expression of love. And I'm able to imagine for 5 seconds and it will manifest. That's pretty great. Doing that won't create resistance. You instantly let it go. Could you do a video on how to be more confident? Just repeat the word confidence. Confidence. If you see confidence in me, just take notes on how I act or speak, or if there's someone in the movie, we often watch movies, we identify, you look at the confident character, or just study what confidence is, and then as you go around your day, just repeat confidence, confidence, speak confidence, project your voice, imagine, see it all in your mind first. Imagine you're going to a party or to see someone, and that you just walk in there like, hey, how you doing? Smiling, because what we think they think of us are our own thoughts. So just think they think you're confident. Change the concept of yourself. Write down, where's my other book? What's the negative belief? I am not confident. I don't even want to write that down, but write it down, circle it, and then you want to, I am confident. And you want to write down that you want to cross out this new one, the middle, and then write down, I am confident. And remember times where you were confident, because we're discerning this to be not truth, right? So I am confident. I was confident when I left a public comment on Gareth's live stream. I was confident when I went to the supermarket and smiled at the cashier. I was confident when I passed uni or whatnot. I was confident when I got my driver's license. I was, write down all the times you were confident, because you are confident, and that is just a limiting belief that you're not. So we got to discern it. That's not truth. Then reaffirm the new ones, that I am confident. Listen to confidence affirmations as you fall asleep. I am confident. Imagine yourself being confident. Imagine your friends telling you, man, you're so confident, like, what's changed? And then you reply, I am. Okay, where are we? Can you do it? Yeah. I like to affirm, I am Lee. I like to affirm, just go on a rampage affirming whatever I desire. That's right, yeah, the rampage of it. Great. Elvis, welcome Elvis. Thank you. Greetings on the 2K superscribers. I like that. They are beautiful people. I was hoping I would make the live that you announced earlier. You're here. You made it. Cynthia. Oh, welcome, Cynthia. Great to have you here. Thank you. Congratulations. Me neither. Same here. Stephen King. The story. It's Pennywise. Yes. Yeah, they're great movies. I actually met that character within my consciousness one time, and it scared me. And he was trying to lure me into this different thing, but then I realized it was a projection of myself. So I was like, oh, you're beautiful. And then his whole persona changed from this creepy clown to like this real happy thing. But I was like, I've seen the movies. I'm not following. I'm not following you. But yeah, anyway, that's a great. You float too. Hey Georgie. Yeah, great movies. I love that one. Quick question about the live stream on YouTube. Do you need a certain number of followers to go live? Yes, I think you need 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, once you get 1,000, a lot more unlocks, so which is cool. But yeah, and to become monetized, they get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which has just recently happened. But I haven't turned ads on, but I'm pretty sure YouTube plays ads on videos anyway. But we'll see. Gareth, your I did it video was Joe. Welcome, Joe. Firstly, thank you for playing it. I did it video was very powerful. It helped me realize how important the process of falling asleep while feeling good is to manifestation. That video helped me immensely. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes, never fall asleep in feelings of lack or despair or being upset. Always do the best you can, even if you're not feeling it, to imagine something lovely for yourself. Because this might be a bit esoteric, but you fall asleep. You know, when you're asleep, you're getting rehearsed for how the next day is going to go, and you're planning that through your falling asleep. So, yeah, you're getting put into the actor's role. You're getting rehearsed on how the day's going, and then we wake up and we don't remember that, and then we go through the day. So make sure you fall asleep happy. And I did it. And as soon as you wake up as well, get silent before you get on your phone or anything, because as soon as you check your phone, or that reality comes straight back. So we want to get still and silent. I did it. I can say it once and I get all excited. But in the morning, you want to elevate your emotional state, and that sets the day as well. But thank you, Joe. Love that affirmation, Cynthia. Great, great. Platinum Palm, abundance is all around us. It's up to us to bring it within. That's right. That's right. It's all the energy. Money's energy. It's not a material thing. It's an energy exchange. And if you don't, it's not, energy won't go where it's not welcomed. So we need to welcome it. I think step one to confidence would be self-love and self-acceptance. That's right. Yes, accept yourself for where you are and your journey thus far, and love yourself because you're beautiful. That's right. Accept yourself, and then you can create more from what you want to bring into your life. Thanks, bro. I love you. I love you too. Jackie Coates, do you listen to subliminals during sleep? Yes, when I first started out, I did non-stop all the time. Driving around, listening to stuff, reprogramming myself. So when we want to change, we want to start watching content that is aligned with this new vision. You know, so if you're wanting to be confident, you'd like to start watching some videos on confidence or where confident people are. You want to, healing, start watching healing videos, or watch success videos, how to, always learning, where, just learn. So yeah, subliminals are great. Elvis, you made 2K in 1 year. How long did it take? Well, the funny thing is, it's only I uploaded the video a year, but I didn't post it anywhere because I wasn't feeling that confident. I did it on my page. Then I made another video, and then I left it. And then it was recently I started making videos on my Facebook page, and I was really loving it. Joseph Rodriguez, his course, How to Reprogram the Subconscious Mind, really helped me to step into my power of becoming a YouTuber and uploading here on YouTube. So so I'm actually judging it from when I uploaded the video of the mansion, which is only a month and that ago, because I had maybe 50 subscribers from the first two videos, and then I uploaded that mansion video just a month ago, and then that's the video that picked up, and it's got 26,000 views, like 2,000 likes, 500 comments or something. That was the catalyst for me jumping on. I was like, oh, people are really loving this. Like, cool, time to step into my power and just jump on YouTube and not worry. But still, I felt a lot of anxiousness rise in me, like, oh, I put myself out online on these people, and then I just had to push that away. God, go back to God. God didn't give me fear. So discern that. So really, it's only been a month and a bit. I think the last 28 days has been like 1,600 subscribers. Like, it's nuts. It's beautiful. Like, this is the power. It's a testimony to the power of the teachings as well. It works. If people want to say it doesn't, they can just look at the channel and look at everything, or just test it themselves. But yeah, that's 2K. You made 2K in 1 year. But yeah, I guess if we just go from the start, it has been a year. So you're right. How long did it take you to hit 1K? 1 month or less than 1 month? Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head, but less than a month to hit 1K, or maybe a month to hit 1K, which is beautiful. I remember when it hit 111, then when it hit 222, and then 333, people were like sending me screenshots, and I'm like, this is how I know this is where I'm meant to be, the divine numbers. Yeah, but yeah, 2K in 2 months. Jennifer, the only thing that sucks about sharing a room for 2 weeks is that I can't think of myself to sleep. Well, you could easily. What's it? It doesn't matter. They're doing their thing. You just do you. And he made 2K in 2 months. His channel's going fast. Yeah, I also think it's all your team as well, because I'm giving out all my intellectual property. I've spent thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars through my healing journey and doing like neurolinguistic programming, havening psychosensory therapy, healing school of arts, multiple courses online, audio books. I spent a lot of money through my journey to help me, so, and I just give it out, a lot of my videos, I'm offering a lot of stuff I've learned through stuff I paid for as well, but also which has helped me understand Neville's teachings as well. So, and I'm giving, being service to others, I'm giving out, and what you give, you receive. So I'm receiving back as well. And lots of you beautiful people are manifesting great things for me as well. Because I see a lot of you always say, like, I can see you at 1 million, I can see you at 20,000, 5,000. I'm manifesting this. I have people messaging, like, I'm praying for you daily. So in me doing that, we are creating this together. So if you're seeing it go up for me, thank you. It's a collective. Like, you're bringing a lot of good and beautiful things into my life as well, because you're using the law for yourself for me. It's beautiful. And anything, you ask me, I'd see. Imagine you're just perfect. You have all the resources in you. Use it, like, I see through the meat suit, the identity we're given to the source of God behind each person, which I always keep in my mind, which is really powerful. Elvis, I listen to audio courses and classic philosophy audiobooks while I sleep. Yeah, I listened to a lot of Alan Watts for a while when I was sleeping, and then he would be in my dream, and everyone in my dream would be like repeating. I remember my friend was following me around in my dream, just repeating Alan Watts. And I remember in my dream, like, "Oh, you listen to Alan Watts, dude? Can we have a just speak?" And then I'd like wake up. Oh, okay, I'm listening to this. It's cool when it comes into your dream. I need to love myself to sleep every day. Yes, do it. All day, love yourself. Love, 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 love. Jessica Webb, love you, Gareth. Thanks for your channel, and thank you for you. Thank you, Jessica. I really appreciate you and all the love you are giving me. Oh, sorry. But everyone, follow me on Instagram if you want to connect. Just Gareth at Gareth Fleck on Instagram. We can message on there. I have people reach out on there because it's I do my best to reply to every person. I've changed the concept. This is what I do. I love it. I wake up and I reply, and I make sure I'm excited to reply. Yeah. The subliminals from George Hudson are nice. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't checked that out, but I will tomorrow. Because of the way society has conditioned us, with distractions and impatience, what do you suggest when you are doing the practices and you don't see much results within a period of time? I guess you got to just reflect back on yourself and what's your daily thoughts? What's your self-talk going like? Because remember, you can't just do it. You can't just choose to do it this one little moment for 10 minutes and then go off thinking the same way. We got to really look at our mental diet. What do you subscribe to? Is it aligned? Like what videos are you watching? Stuff like that. But yeah, it's breaking past the conditioning. When you want the practices and you don't see much results. Well, I often write down, I manifest easy. I always see great results. I find the pen and the paper is so powerful. So yeah, write it down. Like I constantly see great results in my life from my manifesting. My subconscious mind is impressed easily. It's definitely to do with your unconscious mind as well, because we manifest whatever the main belief is. So look at your unconscious mind and what beliefs are you entertaining, and yeah, do the subliminals and the affirmations and change the what's impressed on the subconscious. Slow it and organic. Yeah, I know Joe Rod, his stuff is good. How about Brian Scott? I love Brian Scott. Brian Scott, I was thinking yesterday to make a video thanking him in the Reality Revolution, because as I went through my awakening, I think that his videos really helped spark it. His meditations, and also Aaron Daughtry, when I started having my spiritual awakening, he really helped me, his videos. And he said he made video, he changed the concept of himself and made videos daily. And then it blew up. So I was like, well, I'm just going to do the same. And I went to do that, but then my old limiting beliefs kicked in. So that was a year ago, and I stopped doing it. But then I got back into it on my Facebook page, and uploaded videos every Monday on the Facebook page. But, yeah, so but Brian Scott, his videos, that I Am Jesus Christ Awakening meditation, I think, because Neville says you got to imagine it into being, like claim that you are Christ and imagine it happening, and what we imagine hardens the fact. So you imagine your own awakening. And I did his I Am Jesus Christ, and then a few months later, whatever that meditation, what I'd imagine hardened into fact, and it happened in my reality. So yeah, that was really good. Brian Scott's amazing. I'd love to do a speaker. I claim it now. I'm going to have an interview with Brian Scott. I think this is why a lot of people lose hope. Yeah. It's understanding what's impressed on the unconscious mind, and it can be so deep. We have to do our shadow work, the healing, the inner. Look at all our beliefs. Where do they come from? Are they real? Are they ours? A lot of the beliefs that our parents or other people's or the TVs. That mentioned video was a hit though. Yes, that mentioned video was a hit. Elvis, that I'm so grateful. I just got overwhelmed with the feeling I had to do that. That was God speaking through me as well. So yeah, that video, I'm so grateful that I did it, and just had the courage to upload it. But it was just so profound, getting this. I had to share that story. I had to. It was so beautiful. Righteous brother. The meteor rich rise manifest. Righteous bra. I'm not sure what that means, sorry. Jennifer. True. Yes. So here, so glad to know your investments have paid off. Yes, they're paying off, and every day they pay off more and more. That was nice. That is fantastic. I'm enjoying learning directly from such a multidimensional being, sharing with such a benevolent. I can't. Yeah. So this is why this is quite interesting, because before all of this, like I was diagnosed with dyslexia and ADHD as a child, so I never thought I could learn. And it just turns out I didn't learn the way the system taught. I learned very differently, but because I didn't understand, people would speak to me, but I just didn't know what the words they were saying meant. And I used to think I was so dumb all the time. So that's why when I explain things, it's nice and simple, because I learned how to speak simply. And then because I didn't understand words or what they meant or how to learn. And then when my brain just went, because I had my Kundalini awakening, my heart exploded, then my brain exploded. And for months, my brain would be like, pulsating. I felt my head growing, like my brain growing, and I started understanding all this like metaphysical stuff. But I couldn't understand how to explain it. So with my, I guess, basic linguistics of understanding, and so I learned to explain things in a childlike way, which is actually really helpful for people, I feel, because like that Benoville, I don't know what that means, but I know you were saying a really nice thing to me. But multi-dimensional being, yes, sharing. Thank you, Joe. Gareth, what is the most helpful book you have read? Ooh, there's a few that come to mind. First one of them was Sadhguru's Inner Engineering. His Sadhguru's Inner Engineering online video course was amazing. But his book was really good, an engineering book. You're a Badass: How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Live an Awesome Life by Jen Sincero was great. The 5-Minute Morning Miracle was great. That was, and then I moved. Dr. Joe Dispenza's Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Dr. Joe Dispenza Becoming Supernatural. The morning, what do you call it? The miracle. A Course in Miracles. That's when all my Jesus awakening within me was going on. Was to do with that as well. Conversations with God broke me down. That was an amazing Conversations with God book. What other books? The Bible's amazing. Bible. What else? There's looking to. I've got some Osho books. Yeah, Neville Goddard's books. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Alan Watts' dreams. Yeah, they are so funny. He goes deep. Hey, manifesting, connecting with your supporters and talking them back will make you grow more. Do a backflip. Yeah. Well, it's like if you want people to interact with you, it's a reflection. Like, if I'm just going to make videos and think I'm too cool to speak to people, that's like ego, or like, that's just not it. I love speaking with everyone that comes. Like, this is what I've wanted for just what I've been manifesting and dreaming about. And now it's happening. It's like, well, I got to appreciate and love everyone that comes to me for, whatever that you're here for. It's I find connecting with people a lovely thing. Do a backflip. I hope that backflip was good enough. Ryan Scott is also such a nice man. He's a beautiful man. It looks like I'll have to forward you some playlists giving the voice of wisdom from Asia. Yeah, forward me some playlists to it. And if it feels aligned and I watch it, then I'll be good. That's quite amazing, doing that meditation. I am Christ. Yeah, it was profound, like seeing David, the baby, pulling him out of the river. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. The key, keep dropping videos every day. Consistency is key. Yep, doing that. What else did Mr. Beast said there? He's like consistent. Yeah, and he dropped some cool wisdom, and I was, that's good. That's good. Me too. His videos are so high vibe. They are. Love. Thank you for the love hearts, Tamara. Cynthia, you're doing a great job explaining it now. Awesome. Joe, 2019 was very stressful for me, especially around the holidays. It was very hectic trying to manage my family. The results, I manifested the COVID. Yeah. I thought I manifested the COVID pandemic as well, because I had a real, same thing. And in a way, I did, because it put me into isolation and realized that I've been running around being stupid. I ended up going within. Like, I spent all that time meditating and watching Sadhguru and Brian Scott, and I completely COVID was the catalyst for me to die from my old self to come into my power, because I also had a friend that died in a car accident, and that's when I realized how much I love helping people and being there for people. Yeah, in a way, yeah, COVID helped me awaken. And it's, this is the grand awakening. It's been spoken about for thousands of years. There's all souls here on earth for this very moment. Whether that's why I'm here or not, star seeds, light workers. I got into that and learning about Dolores Cannon and all that as well, which really resonated and spoke to my heart. But then I started identifying myself as I'm a starseed, I'm a light worker, which is just the ego grasping onto an identity, a false identity of self. Maybe that I don't know if I am a starseed or a light worker. Maybe I'm here for this purpose, maybe not. Maybe that's just a belief that I know at the soul and the core of my being is God. So I'm a child of God. And I feel sometimes jumping onto these terms like light worker, starseed can actually hold me back or others back from their spiritual advancement because you're claiming another identity other than the true identity. But it did really help me move into where I am, because I remember being at a festival and I was dancing and all this electricity was coming off my hands and I was electrocuting people and building energy balls, and people like, oh my God, is this guy a wizard? And someone came up, they're like, you're a light worker, you're a starseed. And I was like, what is that? And then I looked into it, which actually helped me along my journey. But then I realized I put starseed. I don't want to judge anything. I judge myself. But I was putting that in my bio, and then I was like, oh my gosh, that's my ego again, identifying as another identity that's not for the source. So yeah. Thank you for doing this. I feel less alone. You're welcome. Yeah, the loneliness is something you got to work through. I felt very alone, like no one understood me after my awakening. I could see everything, see through all the illusions, and a lot of my friends kind of fell away. But I got new friends that came in. But I still see all my other friends as well. I just had to remove myself from my old life for a long time. Yeah, friend told me that explaining things in the most simple form is the best way for people to learn. Yep, that's right, Joe. The thing was, the lockdown gave me time to reflect and manage my thoughts. I am better about my manifest. Yes, that's right. It gave us time. That I've seen it as a massive blessing for me, personally. I got to find myself, and I'm glad it was good for you. The bear says hi. He's watching. Hello, bear. Hi, Hudson, Angie. That's a beautiful welcome. Wonder if you got my song stuck in your head still. Yeah, I've been making music and I love making music, so I'll be releasing some songs as well on this channel, and hope you vibe them. Course in Miracles is always a good one. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Look behind you, Lowell. God? God's my wall. I remember when I vibrated into everything, I couldn't even tell the difference between myself or a wall. I'm like, it's all me. I'm everything. Neville has been really big these days. Yeah, because it's the time now that this is the grand awakening. So people are at a level where they can start to understand his teachings. He's well before his time, I feel. Or I guess he just wasn't as exposed then. Now we have the internet, so truths will come through as the false will fall away. Things that aren't built on truth will crumble, as you see in the outer reality. It's all crumbling. We're at the turn point now. You can go back to your the 3D or the 5D. You want to go to love, compassion, holistics, creating, or do you want to go back to big pharma? You want to go back to control, fear, manipulation. We choose. This is the catalyst. This is the choice. You decide. Are you going to live in fear or live in love? There's only fear and love, so I choose love. Look behind you. What were you doing when you experienced Kundalini? Were you meditating in heaven? Yes, I was doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's blessings of the energy centers. So you sit and you focus on each energy center. Say you focus on the root. Bring your awareness and energy down there and feel the space around you. and you bless it, like I bless you to the highest and greatest good with order, coherence, and wholeness, and the joy to be alive. And then you elevate your emotions, and so you're blessing it with a new frequency. And I grew up in a bit of fear. I just didn't understand the world. I always just didn't understand why there was so much hate and pain and arguing and stuff. It just didn't make sense to me. So I grew up quite scared, and all that energy was trapped in my root. So when I started doing that, it just burned. And then it went, brrr, Ida and Pingala, the two serpent snakes, they rose up, boom, hit my heart, then boom, hit my brain, and then boom. And I remember it took me, I was just standing looking over the city with my hand on the rail, which was really intense. And I didn't know what's happening. I went to my friend Tim. I was like, dude, there's snakes in me. Like my whole body's slithering. What's happening? And he's like, that's Kundalini. So I looked it up. And then that wasn't actually the Kundalini experience. I thought it was, but that was just Ida and Pingala breaking their way up, the energy up, the cerebral spinal fluid, Jacob's ladder. In the Bible, you'll raise up the staircase to the pineal kingdom, the kingdom called pineal, which is the pineal gland, and then you ascend and meet God in the sky. But then I was with Tim in my other in the office, and I was heading home. I'd constantly feel like my head was attached to something, and my pineal gland was always like, and I always felt connected, like this beam. And then it just come on so strong, and I was like driving, like, oh gosh, please at least wait for me to get home. Whatever is going to happen. I thought I was being abducted by aliens, or my whole. And then I was in my room, and this electricity just went like for every center. It was really painful. That my whole body was ignited in electricity, like energy was just flying off me. The walls were moving, my bed was waving, and this has happened for hours, and I was terrified. I thought my body was being taken over. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I'm being kicked out of my body. Like, but I think it was just it's my soul coming in, and because it was pretty intense. And then I was too scared to close my eyes, and I was looking up, what the hell has Dr. Joe Dispenza done to me? Like, explain this? What's happening to me? I was so scared. And then the voice in me is like, you're always looking external. Close your eyes, go within, and I'll show you all. And I was too scared to close my eyes. I do it for a bit, and it was just like all these colors, and I was like, like, what's happening? What's happening? But yeah, it was going up and down my energy centers. And then after that, I'd go up, I'd be like, I am safe, I am health, I am power, I am love, I am expression, I am connected to the divine, I am divine. And I felt my energy go up, connect again. And then I found a picture of all these energy centers going up to the seventh dimension. So then I was like, I am divine, purple, blue, violet, because it had the name of each color going up. 20, it went 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all the way up. And I just went, I am divine. And I'd see the color, and I felt my awareness shift up, 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 up. And then it opened, boom. And then I got to I am divine, gold, white, gold. It's like 37th, 7th dimension. And boom, it all opened, and all this golden light flowed down me. There was angels flying around me, and Merkaba spinning, and all this gold light came down me. Energy rose up. That was amazing. And I was like, well, what else is there? And I went to beyond that to 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th dimension. There was like everything around me is moving. Like in my mind, I was in these different dimensions. Like, what is happening? And then I found the Sacred Heart, and I said, I am divine, Sacred Heart, and just focused here. It's actually where my cross is. And this energy just went like all down me, all down, and I merged with everything. And that's when Jesus or Christ, awoken within the Sacred Heart, and I became had the Christ awakening. So yeah, that was through the Sacred Heart, and that was for hours. I put into all these different mudras, and I was just the observer. My body was doing all this stuff, like cracking and popping, like all this stuff. Like I don't know what's happening, and then just keep repeating, I am the Son of God, I am the Son of God, I am the Son of God. There is no judgment in the kingdom of God. All this thing, my body is the temple of the living God. I am the living God. like I was just observing it, and my face was shape shifting, all these different faces in the mirror, and I had to get water and bless it, and it was like the blood, the blood of Christ. Like I don't know, all these words, like speaking in tongues and all these visions, and yeah, I had to bless this water, and next thing I was outside, like on the grass, like it's wild. And then I had to drink half the water, because the water is the blood. This is the temple of the living God. Water is like 90, it's 80%, 70% water, so it's the water of God. I had to drink the blood of Christ through this thing. I remember holding Donald Trump in my hand. It was quite weird. And saying Christ had returned. I don't know, it's wild. I love it though. Where are we at to? Oh, what necklace? Where are you? Oh, yeah, the cross. It's a golden cross. I remember when this was all happening, and I was speaking with God, and I was at the beach, and I was like, if all this is true, give me a sign. Like, I feel I'm going insane. And he's like, I'll speak in your right ear. And I was like, well, what does that mean? And then this lady, as I was walking back, this lady was like, how's your day going? Right into my right ear. And I was like, oh my gosh. But he said, there's a cross at Michael Hill Jeweler for you. And I went and I got it and put it on, and yeah, I took it off after my friend died. I was on stage and I broke it a few times, but I just recently put it back on. Yeah, it's pure gold. Well, whatever. Yeah, no, that means gold. Where are we up to? I hope this is fun. You guys having fun? 2 hours. Whoa. I gotta get going soon. Gotta go to my friends. Yeah, so the cross and then Stream Doctor. This way is if you can explain it for a 6-year-old, yep, then you're good. If you're having a hard time explaining, then it's not comfortable, confident explaining it. Yeah, and if you can't explain it, you don't understand it, right? The backflip, Jessica Weaver. I'm glad that YouTube has finally opened up the live stream aspect. It's nice inspiration for me to get the first 1K followers, so I can fulfill the dream. You've already got the 1K. You've already got it. People go subscribe to Elvis if you'd like. I can bring this dream that I've had full awareness. It's already happened, my friend. Octave, my journals, congratulations. Thank you, welcome. Claim your true identity. Labels are a part of what divides things. Yeah. Tomorrow, when he was talking about the books, I am everything. Gareth Fleet. Yes, we are. I am everything. Gareth, I love the minimalist style of your living space in your clothing. It displays your focus on inner peace and devotion to using your mental energy wisely and produce good. Yeah, thank you. There's also very I'd struggled with my money and everything, so that's a big thing I've had to change as well. So we'll see. I think I got a lot of minimalistic stuff just because I never bought anything. I never know what to buy or what to get. This bed's a gift. That was another manifestation. I was having a bad back and bad sleep, and I was like, I need a new bed. At the time, I wasn't able to buy one, and then my parents, I had no idea. Next thing I was like, oh, we've got a brand new bed that we don't use. So I manifested a new bed. My TV's gift as well. I think I brought the plants. Every one of those books, apart from the Neville Goddard ones, are gifts. I love Percy, my wee koala as well. But thank you. Yeah, definitely. I think we waste a lot of energy trying to wonder what we're going to wear. Jackie Coat. So I want to experience the Kundalini and have done Dr. J meditation for a long time. I haven't got there yet. Write it down. I'm so happy and grateful I got to experience the love of Kundalini. Yeah, I didn't even know what Kundalini was, so I guess I had no expectations. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I didn't want to be the same as I was, and I wanted to change. And Dr. Joe's book, Becoming Supernatural, of breaking the habit of being yourself, suggested it. So I did it, and then bang! Write it down that you have experienced it. Or imagine yourself telling someone that you experienced the Kundalini awakening. I do tell you though, it's no joke. Like, it is no joke. It's so intense. Like, when your whole reality starts breaking apart, you don't know what's happening. You don't. You go to speak to people, but then you think they're just you, so there's no point in talking. I don't know, but it's beautiful. Your music is amazing. Yes, I've still got your gorgeous song in my head. Looking forward to hearing more. Thank you. There's peace running through my veins. Daniel Rodriguez. What up, brother? Hello. Welcome. It's on the wee live stream, having some fun. How are you doing? There's a wonderful book to awaken Kundalini by a gentle name at. The book is called World of Archangels and Engenders Kinship with Planetary and University Levels of Consciousness. Yeah, oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, at one point I definitely had universal consciousness. I could see everything. I didn't know what to do with it though, and it ended up going away. But so it's like love to get back to that. But I think it had to happen for me to integrate to be here, because when that was all happening, I wasn't on Earth. Like, speak to my mum or anything. They just, my business went down. I couldn't do anything. But now it's all built back up. I had to integrate and come level, and now everything's amazing and going great. But there was a time going through it, breaking from. I got put through this like the light opened up, then it closed, and I got put into darkness, and I just had to keep praying. Like, I am for the light. This is powerless. The darkness is power. Like, I'm light for hours until it boom. They're like, okay, you're past. You're initiated now, and yeah, some initiation weird stuff. It's all beyond language. I can't explain. It's amazing. What an amazing experience. I love hearing about it. Thank you. I don't really share it much with people because I don't know. But I feel, yeah, I'd like to share. It's good to share. But don't judge like your experience of promise or awakening like that off mine. Like, you'll have your own, you'll experience it in your own way. Everyone's different. You're all individual expressions of God. So it will awaken you the way that is best for you. I've already got it. It's great to know that we agree. Yes, you have it. You have it. You have it. That was a great description of the experience that you had. Thank you. Me too. Early days that tried that breathe a little bit, but it freaked me out. That was going so hard. I wasn't sure what I was doing. Along the way, yeah, breathing it and you hold it up, pulling it in your pineal gland. Yeah, you can enter into your pineal gland, enter into all the mansions, many mansions. Yeah, when it was all happening, I wish, I can't say I wish, can't live in regret or anything, but I wasn't. If it happened again, I'd feel a lot more at peace because I'd just rest on God. At the time, I had all my thoughts and all that, like what's happening, and scaring myself. But now I just trust God when it happens. God, 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 God. All you need in your wardrobe is a polka dot bathrobe. And walk around in this, eh? I have some really nice ponchos. I remember when the awakening happened, I was wearing, next thing I was wearing all these ponchos. And I came from heavy metal, dark, like hanging out with satanic type people or whatnot. Never judged any of it. Then next thing I'm like wearing all these like ponchos, and the spiritual people like feel like, God, Gareth's gone mad. With your head, you got to lose your mind to find it, right? Bedtime over here, bless you all. Praise and spirits and God within you. Yes, imagine that you are already the person you wanted to be, and assume it, and it becomes fact. That's right. Donald Duck from Norway out. Bless you, Donald Duck. Thank you so much. Thank you. Leave me a link if you got any of you doing the impersonation online, or Instagram message me you doing it. I'd love to hear it. Just hanging out with giants, brother. Great. That guy was huge. I love that story you told me. It was so good. Good night, Duck, says Sherry. Billy, hi Gareth. I'm so glad to connect with you. You're a beautiful soul. Thank you for sharing your journey. You're so welcome, Billy. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Where are we going? Down. Richard, by default, I am now being qualified worthy. Someone within now knew. That's beautiful, Richard. I love what you've been posting. You seem like a very wise, intelligent person. It's great. Rui, I love the fact you smile a lot. Hey, smiling's the best cure, isn't it? You gotta smile. That's why they're trying to cover up your beautiful smile. Don't. Um, yeah, gotta integrate that shadow self. Yes, that is very important. The shadow aspects of ourself. A good, yeah, visualization is to get still and then with the intention of meeting your shadow self and imagine, you're wherever you're at and there's like a wee school bus. You walk onto the school bus, walk to the back, you see your shadow version. When I seen him, he was like kind of hiding and like scared, You got to give him love. It's you. It's the side of you, the shadow, the side that you don't want all the people to know about, all the people to see. Your addictions or your thoughts or whatnot, but we got to accept it because it's a part of us. Gareth is also a Billy because I love you. I love that. That's beautiful. Yeah, the shadow part of ourselves. We got to accept it all, accept this all, and forgive yourself. Forgive. I did a lot when I was unconscious. I hurt a lot of people. A lot of people hurt me, but so I got to forgive that version of myself and their version of those people. Because if the unconscious, they don't forgive them, for they do not know what they do. For they do not know what they do. What was the Joe Dispenza book you mentioned in one of your YouTube videos, the one where you did the meditation? So the meditation is called Blessing of the Energy Centers, and I've actually made a playlist of personal meditations I like, and I put the exact one that I did there. You'll see it. But the book's called Becoming Supernatural or Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Sometimes I just gotta let the freak off the leash. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the freak off the leash. And go, what have we done? 2 hours and 11 minutes. The team, all right, we'll go till 15 past, and then I gotta 5 more minutes, and I gotta get going. I gotta go to my friend's party. The gist of it is I am now all I am that impresses within being, and now knowing infinite. That's right. I had a really cool vision of the I am, and it was just the word I am. And then it showed me sprouting off. I am marketer. I am YouTube, I am a brother. I am a mother. I'm a father. I am. And it would just keep showing these like wee slingshots. I am this, and it comes back. But at the base of it was I am. I am. Whatever you put after I am, you are. So it was just me, that I am this, me playing a role, me playing a different role. Everyone, playing their part on the stage of creation and God's a beautiful play. Play your part. And if you play your part well, then when we go leave and observe our own life, and if we enjoyed what we did, are you going to decide to come back or do it again? Well, this could just be a belief that it might be a bit esoteric, but you'll be the observer, you'll be the judge of everything you did of your life. And if you feel like you want to go and come back and rewrite your wrongs, or if you just want to stay in the presence of God, I feel this is my last time here, but I don't know yet. We'll see once I observe my life and see if I made the impact I came here to do. Are you saying this live to your channel? Are you saving this live to your channel? I think, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it will just be there, right? Should be. Hope so. Would you consider finishing with a light meditation? Sure thing. Let's do it. All right. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll just trust what comes out. Thumbs up if you want a meditation. Or hands together. Yes, into your belly. Yeah, yeah. I know. Richard, very good. Okay. What should we do? What should we do? All right, we'll just go whatever comes in. All right. So we're gonna be rubbing our hands really gently like this, or your arms, or your face. Just test what feels nice for you. Okay, I'm just gonna do my arms. So this is gonna help relax and soothe you and bring you into a nice safe haven. So I'd like you to close your eyes. And we're just going to focus on the feeling of your hands stroking on your skin. We're going to do 3 breaths from the bottom of the spine all the way up to the top of the head. So 1. Hold your breath and your awareness at the top of the head. Double exhale. Fully relax the body. Another breath all the way from the bottom to the top. Hold the awareness at the top of your head. Double exhale. One more nice deep breath. Hold at the top of the head. Double exhale. Let's keep feeling your hands stroking yourself. I'd like you to bring your awareness to your heart. And we're just going to breathe in the word love. Exhale compassion. Breathe in love. Exhale compassion. Breathe in love. Exhale compassion. Breathe in peace. Breathe in peace again. One more breathe in of peace. Smile. I'd like you to see your eyes smiling, your forehead smiling, your cheeks smiling. So we're going to imagine a beautiful spear of light spinning above our head. As it slowly comes down, touches the top of your head, behind your forehead, behind your eyes, this beautiful, loving, healing, divine Christ light energy is flowing around the center of your brain. This is purifying, cleansing, rejuvenating every cell, tissue, molecule, atom of your being. As it flows down, your jaw just melts and relaxes. Your tongue relaxes. Every facial muscle relaxes as this beautiful energy flows through you, down into your throat, spinning in your throat center. As we breathe in the word expression. This beautiful energy is flowing down into your heart center, activating and opening your sacred heart. I'd like you to imagine a beautiful little door within your heart, and you have the key. Only you have this key. I'd like you to imagine that you're bringing this key into the lock of this door, and you're turning it and unlocking it. As you keep stroking your arms, you're opening the door to infinite love and blessings into your deeper heart where Christ sits. Just sit in your heart as this beautiful energy is purifying, cleansing, and healing, awakening. Awaken, O sleepeth. Awaken, O sleepeth. I am awake. You feel this beautiful energy flow into your shoulders, from your shoulders to your elbows to your hands, to your fingers. You're being fully purified and you've never felt this good. You're just smiling uncontrollably because you feel so loving and light. This beautiful energy is flowing down your back, all the way down to your upper abdomen as it softens and relaxes and releases. Your mid-abdomen, we breathe in the word joy. You're smiling again. Down to your lower abdomen, the root, where you breathe in the word grounded. We breathe in the word security. Keep stroking yourself. Breathe in the word I am. So this energy flows into your hips, your genital area, purifying, cleansing. Flows to your knees, and your knees to your calves and shins, to your ankles, to the heels, to the feet, to the toes. Your heart is open. We're going to head back up, but as we head up, we're going to claim I am not. So, I am not these toes. I am not the soles of my feet. I am not these ankles. I am not these shins. I am not these calves. I am not these knees. I am not these thighs. I am not my hips. I am not my gluteus maximus. I am not my genitals. I am not my lower abdomen. I am not my organs. I am not my mid-abdomen. I am not my upper abdomen. I am not my spine. I am not the blood that flows through. I am not this heart center. I am not these shoulders. I am not these arms, elbows, forearms, hands, fingers. I am not these bones. I am not these arteries. I am not this back. I am not this throat. I am not this jaw. I am not these teeth. I am not this tongue. I am not this brain. I am not this skin. I am not this hair. I am not these ears. I am. We'll sit in silence for a bit, repeating gently, I am. Keep stroking yourself if it's comfortable. I am love. I am the complete expression of love. I and my Father are one. I am divine. I am the essence of peace. love. I am Christ. Nice deep breath in. Double exhale. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And smile. We did it. And wriggle your toes. Bring your awareness back. And when you're ready, just gently open your eyes. Welcome back. Feel my peace, my love, God's peace, God's love, God's blessings. May your life transform for the highest and greatest good in every area of your life. Be blessed. I love you. Thank you all. Love and light. You're such an awesome and authentic guy. Keep it up. Thank you. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. How was that? Do you enjoy it? Sending lots of love to you, Gary. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hard to believe that you were once so depressed. Yeah, transform. Yeah, God transforms. Thank you for streaming, Gary. 2.5 hours of love. Good night. Good night. Bless. Thank you all. And sleep well. 2:26. Wow. I loved it. Loved it. Good, good. Thank you to Bear. Fire. Bless you always. Blessings. That was amazing. Very good. Feel so blessed. Good night. Good day. That was awesome. Blessing. Love you all. Love you all. Such a kindly group of people. Thank you. Thank you, Gav. Great stream. Amazing. We should make it a regular thing if you would like. Have fun at the party. I will. Thank you. I was meant to be there at 1, but that's all right. I will in good timing. Everything works perfect. That meditation will be great the second time. Great stuff, brother. Amazing. Okay, team. All right. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. That was amazing. First ever live stream. I did it. I did it. I did it. Enjoy your day, your sleep. Sleep in peace. Okay. I love you. Goodbye. Peace out. Peace be on your soul. Good night. I love you. Goodbye.